You're watching good Boulder Fist. You're watching good Boulder Fist. You're watching good Boulder Fist.
Hello guys, welcome back to more Minecraft. As always, this is Jason, and today we're out here working on the UHC monument area, and I kind of wanted to show you guys what's been done, give you an update on what I'm working on, and also talk a little bit about PAX. Because I just got back from PAX East, and there's a lot to talk about. A lot happened. A lot of fun was had. If you weren't there, sucks to be you. That's an old Minecraft joke for those that don't know. So anyways, as you can see, a lot's changed here. If you missed the last couple episodes, we built a video. Video actually came out and updated his statue. He didn't like some of the stuff we did, so he removed his poop log from in between his legs, and he's all airy down there now. I think he probably updated his back too. When I think about it, I hadn't actually looked. He wanted to take a screenshot of it, so he decided to replace the. I just see this arrow right here, man. It has been here for days. I don't know what's going on with that. It's weird. So anyways, he replaced underneath his feet here with grass and added some glowstone, and it's different than everyone else, but I don't have a problem with it. I think it looks good. I think it looks pretty good indeed. Indeed. Let's see his back. Yeah, he got his back all good too. His back looks good. Nice ass video. So beef is the same as always. If you'll notice here in the bottom, I've cleared it all out. That's why the beacon's here. I wanted to have haste 2, and I have haste 2. Here's the sad part of the story. So I had everything set up here except for the bottom row, and I just had haste on. I didn't even realize there was a haste 2, because I'm an idiot when it comes to Minecraft. But someone mentioned it at PAX about haste 2, so I ended up adding this bottom row on, and I didn't realize you need to add another reagent to activate it again, because I'm an idiot. And so I spent like 2 hours mining stuff out, and I was on a call with a video at the time. We were just shooting the shit as I grinded here, and I was like, you know, man, this haste 2 doesn't feel much different than haste 1. He was like, really? I can notice a difference. And then I realized, I looked at my thing, and I was like, I only have haste 1. So yeah, cool story, bro. You guys also pointed out, well, Paul's got a beard now. That's not what you pointed out. I forgot before I looked at it, he had a beard. I knew that because I fixed him recently. You guys pointed out that I made his head too short, or at least one person did. And so I've added his appropriate headband, and now his head is the right size. And you guys probably noticed the redstone lamps when I was coming through here, and that's because that was my plan all along. This black wool was actually just a placeholder, so I could get the design correct, look at it from the overview, and make sure it looked right. The plan is to have these glowstone lamps everywhere, and then be activated by a lever somewhere. Originally, when we were all making shops and all that stuff, I kind of wanted it to be something where you paid a gold and you could activate the monument, so to speak. And what it would do is it would turn on, because what I want to do is I want to have the whole thing filled with water. That's all we got, these areas here where water comes out. So the water level will be basically right there where this water is now. And underneath that we'll have blocks at this level. And I want to do some kind of design with it, you know, some kind of texture or something, and also using glowstone lamps. So let's say you're over here, you activate it, and you see the design get activated and flow all the way through up to the MindCrack logo and so on. I also kind of want to have fireworks that shoot off in between each statue as it goes all the way down. So those are my plans there, and I think it's gonna look really cool when it gets done, man. I'm really positive about the progress I'm making right now on it. So I'm feeling really good, feeling excited. I'm really into Minecraft again right now, and I'm just really happy. So I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm doing right now. But today we're gonna do a little bit of grunt work, so to speak. I'm gonna fill in some of these and stuff, but I want to talk about some more stuff beforehand. And while we do the grunt work, I'm gonna talk about PAX. And we'll talk a little bit more about my design to get some input from you guys. So let's go down here to the other end. Oh, there's Michael. Boop. Hey. In fact, I was actually trying to get hold of him on Skype, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. So anyways, as we go down here, as you guys know, I extended all this. I should have mentioned this when I was down here the first time. And I had a cool idea, I think. So we have the water that comes through here, as I was talking about. And I think what I'm going to do when I get to this point I'm going to make it deteriorate a little bit. I think I'm going to leave the platform here where it still goes across, because if I don't, it's going to get awkward with the spacing here, because I have these like perfectly spaced out to some degree, where you have the player and then the water area, a little pool area, and then the player, and there's always the same distance between them. So if I was to like make this deteriorate, it'd look weird, because I have to make the player kind of deteriorate too, because you would think it would still be the same spacing kind of thing, if that makes any sense. But what I think I am going to do is down here where the water's at in the water area, I'm going to have that kind of flow into the river, where it's like kind of the river ran through it and kind of deteriorated it out through there. But for up here, I'm still going to leave it open, but I'll leave it like open where the river runs through, so to speak. And I was thinking about even down here making some kind of like docking area where you can get in the water and then go into the river or something. I'm not 100% sure, because the river kind of goes off that way for a distance, and I just think it would be cool to kind of incorporate those things. Also, Seth and I have talked about this, and we've worked out a plan, and so you'll be seeing a collab between him and I fairly soon to do the thing with the thing. It is a phallic symbol too, so I guess that kind of works. For the redstone lamps you see down here, as I kind of already said, that's you know, got its own little plan. I'm gonna do some stuff with some cool lighting features and stuff. This is all the glowstone I had. I end up finding more Mendigo, so I have actually more. But this is all I thought I had, so this is all I've done. But I'm still going to need to farm some, because this is a little big area here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the water go in over top of the redstone lamps, like you see there. And then I'm going to do something that was actually Seth's idea when we were talking earlier. I didn't realize that you could put carpet on top of water like this. So where that glowstone lamp is, that'll be a redstone lamp. Well, not here, but down there. And then I'll have the black carpet on top. So you'll still have the black MindCrack logo. And then when you light it up, it'll light up. It'll light up the carpet underneath it. So I think all those things are going to be really cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. And as far as statues and stuff, we're going to continue going through. People keep asking about that right there. That's Kurt's satellite in space. I mentioned it several episodes ago, but it's been a while. Something else people always ask about is the episode number in that corner down there. That is the total number of MindCrack episodes I've ever made. So I don't know what episode this is, like 33, 34, whatever it is. That number will be behind my one, because my 400th episode was the first episode on this season. So episode 1 of this season was 400th episode of my MindCrack series. So it's not wrong. It's absolutely correct. And I've said this a bunch of times, and I know that didn't really watch every video, so I know that me saying it now is not going to prevent that comment in the future. That's fine. That's cool. I don't mind. Just want, for those of you that are listening now you know. So anyways, let's get to work here. I'm gonna go to that side and do some of them over there, because I've gotten 3 on this side and really none over there yet. And let's get. Did you guys hear a bat? So anyways, PAX East. We just got back from PAX East, and I'll tell you guys what, I had an amazing time. For me, probably one of my favorite conventions for us yet. And I think it really boils down to the house. I think since we got that group house, it changed everything. It changed everything about conventions, and it changed everything in a way that will never be the same. This is something we must always do when it comes to a convention. We must all get a house together. For one reason, it's extremely cheaper. Like, mind-boggling cheaper. Everyone I know, and even my like Guude of the past, like in Boston last year, the hotel me and Paul stayed in was like $1,400 for him and I to stay there. And you know, we split it, so it was only $700 each. But this house was $3,200 for the entire time. So yeah. That's pretty amazing, right? When you put 10 people in a house like that, it suddenly becomes $325 a piece to have a house together. And that's pretty dang hard to beat, right? So let's see if I've got this right. Let's go back over there and just to make 100% certain that I've not failed us. Oh, that was cool. So was there 2 there? Yep, we got it right. Any glowstone on me? I do. Good. Oh wait, I don't need glowstone. I just already placed glowstone. So anyways, we got the house together. It was a ton of fun. So amazing. The people in the house was myself, Zisto, Pause, Seth, Wes Wilson, OMG Chad, Sevadus, BTC. I'm gonna forget someone. I'm gonna feel so bad about it. I don't know anyone else to mention. I think that was them all. Let's hope that's everybody. I'm sure it wasn't, because I definitely didn't name 10 people, did I? Originally, Beef and MC Gamer were supposed to be there as well, but something came up and they were not able to make it, so it was just us. But it was an amazing time, and I don't know how to top that convention experience. It's going to be really hard to do. It really is, because I don't even know, man. It was just such a good time. So yeah, we all got together, stayed in the house together, saved a bunch of money on our car insurance, and we had our first MindCrack panel at PAX, and that was really exciting in itself, because we've never had that experience before where we've come together at a non-Minecraft panel for a MindCrack panel, other than places like PlayOnCon and stuff like that. But never has it been you know, a big convention like PAX where where it's a general gaming convention on such a large scale. I mean, PAX generally brings in like 70,000 people or something crazy, right? Our panel was pretty well received. I mean, I talked to people after the panel and stuff, and everyone seemed to really have... Why? Everyone seemed to really enjoy themselves, had a good time, had lots of positive things to say. We got a little bit of constructive criticism about the way it ended, and I don't disagree with what people were saying. Basically what happened was, towards the end, you know, we basically screened our questions through the Reddit, like we always do, and we had a lot of really good questions, and it's kind of hard to gauge how long something's going to take in one of these type of settings. So we thought, you know, that we'd picked a good amount of questions, but we were a little short, and as a result, we ran a little short on questions. And about that time, Pyro tweeted Wes a question, and honestly, let's just blame Pyro here, man. It's all Pyro's fault. Yeah, Pyro tweeted Wes a question, and so Wes started going to Twitter for questions. And actually, I talked to quite a few people in the audience because we did a signing afterwards. Is that lightning? We did a sign afterwards. I talked to some of those people, and they were able to tweet in questions. So it was kind of like taking audience questions. But if you watch the panel, I keep turning around and saying something to Wes, and what I'm saying to him is, do some audience questions. Do some audience questions. But the reason why he didn't end up doing it was he wanted to be able to go down into the audience, kind of like Jerry Springer style. Sorry, that just sounds weird to me. That came out of my own mouth. Like, can you imagine? Pyro slept with my mama, and now she's pregnant with a potato eater. Don't even speak my language. And my sister, I ain't got a sister. She's in love with Pyro too. Anyways, sorry, just matching Jerry Springer at MindCrack panel. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. That's what Wes wanted to do, but he wasn't able to do that, so he decided that they would be better, and it worked out fine. I'm not complaining about anything. But you know, we live and learn, and we've learned from this on what we can do differently in the future. I forgot there was a toggle for that now. So yeah, that said, panel was great. I mean, one of my favorite panels. I think I already said this, but I'm just gonna rehash. Like, I mean, the Minecon panel was amazing too, don't get me wrong, but I felt like you could really see in this panel, unlike any other panel before, how much we really are a group of friends. You know, we're not just a business that's running to make money and videos together and something like that. We really are a group of friends, and I think it just really comes across in this panel we had this year. And so I don't know, I'm just so proud of us, I guess is the best word I know to use, of just how well we did and how well it flowed. It was funny because at the start we did agree to for Wes to kind of direct the questions to one person each time, and he did end up doing that, right? And so in the panel, whenever Seth's like, thought we agreed to direct these at one person each time, and then like, so he's like, just go with it, and Seth's like, can we talk about this? those were all genuine moments, man, but they were so dang funny. But I think it really worked out. I think it was really good. I don't have any complaints. I mean, no one even realized that it was a little bit awkward for us at the start there because of that, because it just came across as so hilarious. Yeah, panel was amazing. I'm just so excited about everything about this PAX. I really hope that Penny Arcade was satisfied with the show we put on, and that we don't have any trouble getting a panel at any other convention. From talking to, oh Jesus Christ, from talking to the guys that were there from Twitch, they were saying on average most panels were getting around 4,500 views, and our panel, I was about to say, how is that still flowing? Our panel had around 5,500 views from what I understand, and that's really low for us compared to previous conventions. But I guess it's hard to judge like at Minecon and stuff like that. But we almost pulled those numbers at GVE when it was just me, Seth, and BTC. I think we I don't remember what it was now. I can't remember. Wes would know. I mean, I'm satisfied. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong here. I just want to make sure that we don't ever have to. I just want to make sure everyone's satisfied, I guess, is the best way to say what I want to say. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. But yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I'm just so looking forward to the next convention right now, to hang out with the guys again and get to just continue doing this stuff, man. It's just, I don't know. I'm living the dream. So that said, I want to talk about the Oculus Rift a little bit, because that's my next most exciting moment from PAX, I think, or one of them. There's so many, man. In fact, no, it's not my next most exciting moment from PAX. My next most exciting moment from PAX is the house party, but we'll talk about that in a bit, because that was amazing. Amazing. Like, I don't even know, man. Amazing. Anyways, now you're not gonna tell us, really? Good, really? No, I'll save it, man. I'll save the gold. I'm in a good mood tonight, guys. I don't know if it's coming across, but I don't know. I'm just in a good mood. So anyways, Oculus Rift. So anyways, we had media badges, and what that basically means, and it was a lot of us, like me, BTC, Pause, Captain Sparkle, Seth, Badge, yeah, that's probably about it. There's probably more. They're not coming to mind. We all had media badges, and basically what that means is that you kind of get to skip in lines to some degree. Not every booth honors them, but they also start sending you these media emails really early before the convention starts. Basically, like, you know, schedule an appointment with us. We'll meet with you at this time, and we'll show you our game and all that type of stuff. So Paul and I had done a little bit of that before even going. And as a result, we got to pretty much see and do a lot of the stuff that we planned on doing, more so than I think we've ever done in previous PAXs. One of those is the Oculus Rift. Now, we didn't actually schedule a meeting with those. I was kind of still butthurt, I'm not going to lie, about the Facebook deal, because I had ordered a dev kit version 2, and the moment the Facebook deal got announced, my knee-jerk reaction was I canceled my order. And that was probably stupid on my part, but I did it. And I will say that I've now reordered. That's how good my experience was with the Oculus Rift. So we skipped the line. The line was 6 hours long, according to the person holding the sign at the end of the line. We skipped the line, and I'll explain why it's okay that we're skipping these lines too in just a second, because I don't want it to come across like, well, we're just a bunch of douchebags skipping lines, and you can stand in line 6 hours. Anyways, we jumped in line, got to sit down, got to talk to someone like the lead dev, or one of the lead devs, I think. I don't know if he is the lead dev. I think he's just one of. And they were showcasing a game that was called Couch Knights, Couch Warriors, Couch Potatoes. I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't Couch Potatoes, though. But it was Couch something, right? And so basically, here's the general idea. The dev kit version 2 has a motion sensing camera, kind of like the Kinect or something like that. So it picks up your head movement, stuff like that. So you sit down and you calibrate the Oculus Rift using your head movements. Look to the left, look to the right, look down, lean to the left, lean to the right, look completely behind you on both sides. Once that's done, you're calibrated. And so the game is you're sitting in a room with the other player, whoever's using Player 2 Oculus Rift. You can even look at them in the room. If they're looking at you, you can see them looking at you. And when the game starts, these two little avatars spawn in. They're two little guys on the coffee table. And they have a sword, a shield, and they can also cast a fireball. So we sit down, and the woman puts the headset on me. She cleaned it for a long time, and I was so happy. I told her, I was like, I'm so glad to see you cleaning this. The last thing I want is pink eye. And she's like, oh, I know, I'm a germaphobe. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I got you. You're my favorite. Anyways, headset's good and clean. She puts it on my head, and she's like, just so you know, the girl you're playing against is a gamer, and so don't feel too bad whenever she destroys you. It had anything to do with her being a girl. It was just don't feel bad whenever the person you're playing against destroys you. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I guess since I had a media badge, they just assumed I was like not someone that plays games. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but whatever. So at first, I was like Mr. Tryhard. I was like, man, I'm gonna get my ass here. I better step up my game and like be the best little couch cushion you've ever seen. And I destroyed that girl. I'm so sorry. Whoever you are, I'm so sorry. But I did not. After the second time I won, I like kind of let up. I don't know. She might have just been checking out the game some, because we both did that. Like in the second round, we both kind of ran around and just kind of examined stuff. Because it was really cool. You could like jump on the lap of the person you're playing against and like get in their face and stuff. And that was really cool. But anyways, said and done, I immediately bought a dev kit version 2. And from talking to him some, I'm less worried about the Facebook stuff. I mean, maybe this is all PR and there will be Facebook integration where you have to sign to Facebook to use your Oculus Rift. Let's hope not, though. Let's all pray, guys. Let's all... You don't even have to have religion. Just pray to whatever, something, your foot. I don't care. Let's just all get together and just wish. Let's just wish that we never have to integrate with Facebook in order to use the Oculus Rift. But like my dev kit version 1 experience was completely different than the dev kit version 2. Like I got motion sickness the first time. I didn't get any motion sickness at all. This game was amazing. The original version, the dev kit version 1, it was 720p. The graphics, it was just really a put off for me. It took me out of the immersion. I could, everything about it was pixelated and stuff like that, to the point that I didn't feel like I was having a virtual reality experience, right? So that's fixed. It's amazing. It's so good. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am about the dev kit version 2. And they even told us that they plan on doing a dev kit version 3 before they release to the public. So I guess my advice to you guys is, if you're interested in this and you have $300, $350 to blow, then it's worth the experience. There's a lot of, it sounds like there's a lot of improvements still to come, and so maybe you should hold off if you're not, because it sounds like basically what's going to happen, they're going to do this dev kit version 3, and by the time it comes to the consumers, tons of stuff's, everything you name it's going to be worked out. The price point will probably drop. There'll be tons of games and things to use it with, and it'll be really worth your money at that point. So if you can wait, it's probably worth waiting. If not, then it's a really good experience either way. That's the bottom line. But that all said, I'm really excited to get mine in the mail. not until July though. I did talk to the developers a bit, because like all the games I've experienced in the past, for the most part, I mean there are some that this isn't true about, but for the most part, it's always like you're experiencing nature or something in these games. Like, oh, I'm a bird. Look, you, I'm a bird. Flying around, I'm a bird. Poop on your face, I'm a bird. Actually, there wasn't a game where I got to poop on anyone's face. That would be kind of exciting, right? Running around, flying around, pooping on. In fact, Luckman made that game one time. He just needed Oculus Rift to make it all work. I'm I'm doing a piss poor job of this water right here. I should have made an infinite spring like first off instead of running back and forth here, right? Like with my first like 2 pieces of water. So anyways, yeah, there we go. Infinite spring. So this game was an actual game. It was a mini game, so to speak, and that's what I'm excited to see. I'm so excited to see that that's finally, this is really the first one I've played that I wanted to just sit there all day and just keep playing this one game because of how exciting and how fun it was to do. So yeah, my experience with Oculus completely changed. If you want my honest opinion, I'm not getting paid to say this or anything. It's in a good place right now, and it's only going to get better. I was really wary of the Facebook stuff, and I'm sure all of us are, but I think we should kind of not jump to any conclusions just yet. I think that Facebook has the money to see the public reaction to this type of stuff. They have people that are paid to see how the public reacted to this buyout, and so they're probably going to tread lightly, at least to begin with. There might be a time 2 years now after release or something where things start changing in a way that, you know, weren't really okay with. And if that happens, then maybe then it's time to, you know, by then I'm sure there'll be tons of competition. And competition is what drives these type of things to not be shit, right? Because I mean, imagine if YouTube had real competition. Imagine how different the YouTube experience would be if they had to actually compete with someone and make sure their product really was the best on the market. But they don't, so they can do whatever the hell they want. They can test new things, and what are you gonna do? Go somewhere else? There's nowhere else to go. So that's why competition is so good no matter what the marketplace is, because it drives innovation and it forces you to make the best product you can absolutely make, because if you don't, someone else is going to. So yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited about Oculus Rift. I can't wait to see where it continues to go. I think it's going to continue to just get more and more amazing every time I see it at this point. I'm convinced. But yeah, that's pretty much my Oculus Rift experience. The reason why, let me talk about media badges real quick here, and that's probably going to be the end of this episode. The reason why we need media badges is because we're kind of part of the show, right? We're there, and we spend a lot of our time signing autographs and stuff like that. And without those media badges, we wouldn't get to see anything. And that's what MindCon is like. I don't get to see anything at MindCon. And that's not because we don't have a media badge. That's because MindCon is the largest concentration of our fans on this planet, and it's impossible to do anything other than fan interaction. And I'm fine with doing tons of fan interaction. I love it. That's why I don't go to E3 compared to other conventions. I mean, maybe I should go to E3. Maybe I should be there to see the game stuff, but I really have to pick my conventions wisely as well. So, you know, that probably will never happen. I mean, we were talking about this because a lot of the guys that were PAX are going to E3, and like, you're going to be there, right? And I'm like, no, I don't ever go to E3 because I go to conventions mainly for fan interaction. But PAX is a little bit different because I also go to, you know, be there with people that are in the same industry as me and to see the stuff that's going to affect the industry I'm in. So, here's an example. The same day we went and saw Oculus Rift. That's the first thing we did whenever we got to the convention center. After that, we went over to the Twitch booth, and we were just swarmed with people constantly. For the next, in fact, we were supposed to go over to the 2K booth and check out Evolve and Borderlands 2. Well, we only got to pause, end up getting to check out Evolve, but we had to end up picking because it took us 2.5 hours to walk probably 30 feet, and I shit you not, that's how far we walked. Because the Twitch booth to the 2K booth was about 30 feet, and that's all we were trying to do, was make it to there, because we were supposed to check out Borderlands 2, or Borderlands 2, I keep saying Borderlands 2, it's Borderlands the prequel, or pre-sequel, crap, get it right, guy, which I'm super excited about. I'm definitely going to LP it, with Palin Phalanx. I think I'm going to see if maybe Pause wants to join us too, so we can round it out with 4 people. I know that a lot of people didn't watch it, and I don't care, because it's a game I love, and I cannot wait to play it. I got to see the demo for, and it's not just a demo, like there are people there playing it and showing the game off. Got to meet with the head of project coordination, project management, as well as other people, one of the big developers for the Evolve game, as well as his son. It was amazing. His son's name was Justin. He destroyed Pause and Evolve. It was It's great. Which I didn't actually get to see that, but I got to hear Paul's whine about it later, so it was great. It's like, man, I got beat so bad. So anyways, 2K was amazing to us. It was great. But this is the reason why we need media badges, because we want to be able to see tons of stuff ourselves, right? But being part of the show, we can't. We have to feel an obligation to our fans as well. And again, I have no problem with that. But if we couldn't stand in line for 6 hours for something, it's not possible. It's just not possible. And you have big panels to be at and speak on, signings to be at and do. So this is just the bottom of the line, the truth of the whole thing. At first I felt like that. I was like, man, it's kind of douchey for us to skip in line, right? And then after the whole experience, I realized, no, it's not. This is actually how it has to be if we're ever gonna be able to do anything other than fan interaction. So yeah, I got to see Oculus Rift, got to see the Borderlands, a pre-sequel, and let me explain what that is exactly, because I was confused by the name too. It almost sounds like DLC, right? Or it sounds like where in the timeline does it fit? And so it's a prequel to Borderlands 2. It's a sequel to Borderlands 1. So the timeline is between Borderlands 1 and 2, and it takes place on Pandora's moon. You're a group of mercenaries working for Jack before Jack turned into a total asshole. And it looks really cool. They've added like ice damage. They've added all this cool stuff. The gravity's way different because you're on the moon instead of on Pandora. I could talk about this probably forever. I really love that game, and I'm just so excited to play it. I'm so excited to play again with Palin Phalanx, and if you aren't familiar with those, check them out on YouTube. Check out my Borderlands series, because we put out a ton of episodes, and it didn't get many views, and again, I don't even care. I ain't even mad, bro. Where's the gravel at? Where am I out of gravel? Maybe I'm out of gravel. I'm out of gravel. Just accept that. Accept it into your life. You're out of gravel. There'll be no gravel in this hole. So yeah, that's a brief introduction into my PAX experience. I think I'm gonna talk about this again in another episode. I think we're running out of time here today, so I'm gonna continue working on this and stuff on my own, as opposed to I'm pretty much always on my own. It's just you guys listening. But I'll try to get the rest of these done before the next episode. So we're already done with the watery areas. I'd love to hear your input on everything I talked about, obviously, but mainly on the idea of the light show, the idea here at the end of it all, where the river runs through it, as the movie's named. All those things. If you have any other ideas on your own that you think would be really great for this area, share them. Be great. One of the things I really want to focus on here is a center point where we have like Dinnerbone and Grum holding up some kind of platform that comes up here in the center, so that we have someone you can stand on that's kind of up here in the air but in the center. Because if you notice, when we're at the center here, I planned this in a way that from the center point of it all, you can see all the way that way and all the way this way to see all the statues. So they're spaced in a way that we'll be able to see every statue for existing members. Obviously, if we add people in the future, that'll be a little bit different. But so anyways, existing members will be visible through here, through some platform. I kind of want Dinnerbone and Grum holding the stuff up. Yeah. Don't know where I'm going to put Old Man Willikers yet, though, because he's the other guest, as well as J-Eb Zubcode. I'll have to figure out somewhere to put those two guys. Maybe make like a weird totem pole where they're like on each other's shoulders or something. That'd be weird, though. And again, Seth and I have worked out something for that, so be ready for that when it comes. When it comes. It's a giant phallic symbol, too. Anyways, that's about it for today, guys. I appreciate everyone watching, as always. I hope you guys are enjoying this stuff right through here, because again, I'm really having a good time with this. I'm really excited about it coming together. I really feel, I don't know, I'm just excited about all of this right now. I'm in a happy place. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What the hell was I saying? I should stop trying to say things and talk to him at the same time. Oh yeah, set up a nether server. and I was able to connect to it, collect stuff like lightstone, etc. The only thing that we wouldn't be able to do is use the portals to go distances, but we would be able to go to the nether, gather stuff, and put it in a box, and then I could recreate it on the server for people. It's basically my only plan that seems to make it somewhat legit, even though we still wouldn't be able to use portals. Yeah, that's my idea. Let me. Oh fuck, fell. I'd love to hear you guys' input on that. I never did fish. I was saying Finished Beef was the first guy that gave me a donation. I did say I was going to build things for people that you know, that were nice enough to throw money at me shamelessly. He mentioned something about lupus. Maybe he has lupus. It's a terrible disease. Let's see if I see any wolves. Anyway, so I'm gonna do something for him on the server. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I was gonna build like an all-around shrine. Yeah, do that. Oh, he's taking it out. So yeah, I'll probably build something with some lupus or something, or I'll give the man lupus. I don't know what's gonna happen yet, but I do appreciate that that someone threw some money my way. That's cool. It will go towards the server. In case anyone's wondering, it was $20 that he donated, which was cool. What's he doing? He was juggling or something. Did you guys see that? Dude, he's a juggler. Nebris is amazing. What the hell? What's going on? Dude, it's not safe to shoot straight up. That's crazy looking though. It looks like he's like juggling the arrow.